Welcome back, friends. And today I'd like to go over this Tai Chi form called advancing with sinking floating. This is a little more complex, just a little bit more detail to it. But I know all you watching is very smart, and you'll be able to pick this up no problem. So again, this is called advancing with sinking floating. So you're advancing here, and your hands is sinking and floating up. So you can try to remember that the hand that's closest to you is going to be sinking, and the hand that's the farthest away from you is going to be floating up. Isn't that such a cool name? Sinking, floating. That's a very philosophical and very well thought out name for this move. And another thing you can remember, so you can do this form, is that the leg that's going to be stepping out is going to be on the same side of the hand that's going to be floating. So if my left leg advances forward, my left hand is going to be floating and my right hand is going to be sinking. The technique or application for this is very interesting, and stick around because I'll make a video of that later on so you can see exactly what this move is doing. But just for now, I want to just cover the form that's called sinking floating, or advancing sinking floating, because you're advancing forward while you're sinking floating. So again, another thing to remember is your breathing. I don't want to get too technical with the breathing, but just try to remember that since this is a pretty closed in technique or a form, I'm exhaling when I'm doing the sinking floating. I'm inhaling when I'm advancing, and then I exhale when I do the sinking floating. And you can see that I'm going on my heel for balance and to support myself. So I'm transitioning from like just a regular step into the heel. Again. And when you're doing this sinking floating, you don't want your hands like this, sinking floating. That's something totally different. But for this move and to do the application, your hands need to be very close to each other. Like the one that's sinking, it's almost like barely brushing the hand that's floating up, its elbow. So you can see how close your hands are when you're doing this. One more time. The sinking floating is it can be a little difficult because we're not really used to doing such kind of a movement where you do the opposites of, like I say, rising and sitting at the same time, or like this form is called the sinking floating. And I'll go at this view so you can see again. Advancing, sinking, floating. Advance. One more time. Advance, sink, float. And then this direction one more time. Advancing, sinking, floating. And there you have it, friends. The advancing, sinking, floating form in this Tai Chi style. Just practice this. Don't get discouraged because, like I say, this may be just a little more trickier movement, but the application, once I show you, you'll see exactly what this is for, and you'll really appreciate it even more than you already do now. So, thank you very much, friends, and until next time, have a great day.